turn off screen share, of course, because that's not yet. But hello, everybody, and welcome to Bricks and Bits episode number 94. 6 more. Almost there. Our guest this week is Ashnflash, wearing his spicy the Flash suit, is I think the picture I have of you. It's very
red
nice.
leather jacket.
Well, yeah, but it's the Flash thing underneath with the lightning bolt,
Yeah, you got to use the right one this time because it's covered up for licensing issues, like they did with the Ninjago movie, the CMF series, where they had the Batman shirt, but it was like covered up. Yeah, there's two figures.
I never realized that. Very cool. And then we also have, hopefully we don't get sued. The podcast doesn't have a lot of money. And then we have Just Too Good.
Yo, what's up? How's it going?
And Brickatect.
Oh, a pleasure to be here.
Who's leading up a new movement, apparently. Box Lives Matter?
Actually, box lives don't matter.
Oh, that's right. That's what you said.
It used to matter, not so much anymore.
Yeah, I got it mixed up. Sorry. No. We'll get to that. That's a crushing topic we have coming up on the show. But first, what is new with Ashnflash? I want to know. Obviously, you still get to go to Toys R Us. I just got back from Toys R Us, in fact.
Literally just got back. Yeah.
Yeah. He found
it's an experience.
What is it like?
Yeah, they had. What is it like? I mean, Justin can answer that too, but
yeah, Canadian Toys R Us, yo.
Wow. Yeah,
it was very revolutionary. It's so revolutionary, I barely remember any different.
Check the vlogs if you want to see. I don't know. Yeah. It's not too different, but it was interesting because I went to Toys R Us today because I've been calling every single day that and Mastermind. I'm like, get anything new? And then they're just like, not today. And then they were like, hey, we got a shipment. And I went there and they were like, oh, we have some new friends, Ninjago and City in the back. And I was like, well, what specifically? And they were like, for Ninjago was Kai's Jet, the legacy set. And that's a hard pass for me. And then the City ones were like the generic City, not any of the ocean stuff. So I was really hoping it was that. But
so they have the airport. Is generic City airport for you?
Oh, no, I meant I guess I don't know what it was. I think it was one of the two jets or whatever, the racing one.
God,
that thing I think they had.
Okay, yeah, no.
And then I was like, hey, do you have any Minecraft? Because specifically, which we might talk about later because I know Greg's been playing it, but Minecraft Dungeons, I was hoping they'd have that set because I'm shocked that they didn't release it for the game's release yesterday. We're recording this on whatever day, Wednesday,
May
27th. So I was hoping they'd have that, and then they went to the back. They're like, oh, I found something, and then because they opened it up and it was Minnie Mouse, and they just saw the MIN, and they thought it was Minecraft. So I was really disappointed because it was like the right shape and everything.
Those I thought were released, like the Dungeons one. I think they released somewhere like 2 weeks ago because I saw one on eBay.
I saw it on eBay too. Yeah,
and I was like, I don't know. I was like, is this?
I would have done it then.
Oh, you would? Shoot, I'm sorry.
Well, here's the thing. They actually sent that set out to some Minecraft YouTubers as well as copies of the game. So I was a little bummed that like, yeah, I wish. Yeah, I would have reached out to Mojang. I mean, this is like a missed opportunity.
Just tweet Notch on Twitter.
Yeah, he's gone now.
I know. I still see him on Twitter though. Greg mentioned Toys R Us being a real toy store. I got some sad news. All these toy stores are closing. It's real sad. Justin, so the toy store, the Learning Express, that I got all the Star Wars Episode 9 sets and everything for Triple Force Friday last year, like 3 weeks early. In Tampa is closing. I got an email and they're like 40% off everything in the store, and I was like, oh no. So I called them up. I was like, hey, what Lego Star Wars stuff do you have? They have quite a bit of stuff, but it's nothing that like at 40% off of their like Toys R Us inflated prices. I was like, I'm not driving 3 hours. I don't need that, So I was like, at that point, I buy it for 20% off on Amazon, and it's still about the same for the time and gas money that you put into it. But like, it's kind of sad. All these little stores are closing, and it's real depressing. Mastermind is next. I feel like that's the next one to go for you.
They're really busy. Same with Toys R Us. Really? Both of them were really busy, but
that's sad.
Which was like, I genuinely wouldn't be able to tell that anything was going on today when I went to Toys R Us at like 5. So that was good. I was glad to see it busy. But the reason I go into stores is because I call, right, and they say, oh, we got a shipment. These are some of the things. Right. And I literally, in January, I will never forget it, someone's literally live streaming, showing the shelves at a Toys R Us near me. And they're going through showing all like the new Star Wars sets, the new Minecraft sets. I call them up and I say, do you have this on your shelves? they went, came back, and said no. Like there's literally someone live streaming showing me that they're there. So I had to go. Like, this is what I mean. Like, even if I called and they're like, yeah, we have the helicarrier, or we don't have the helicarrier, I don't trust them.
Well, that's why
So
you
I have to go
ask
myself.
them to like use their stock inventory checker, because the inventory checker don't lie.
Yeah.
The person looking at the shelf is like, oh, I don't see it, or I don't know what I'm actually looking for, right? Like,
well, they always ask,
problem,
can I have
would
the
say.
SKU numbers or whatever?
Oh,
and I'm like,
that's
I don't
very
have
odd.
access to that.
Oh,
and then
well,
I'm like, I have the Lego numbers. They're like, no, I need the SKU number. I'm like, oh.
Do you ever feel like they just didn't even look at all? I called,
Yes.
I think it was a Walmart, and they put me on hold for a long time. And then the lady comes back, it's like, yeah, we don't have that. And I was like, did you even look? Are you sure?
Damn.
Yeah.
Go in, pull it off the shelf, and be like, it's right here. Do you see it? Now you know.
It's possible. I was going off of BrickSeek, so you never know if that's accurate or not. But they said they had
Are you talking about the bat thing from Batwing from a couple years ago?
No. This was, I can't remember what it was.
Okay. Well, I was going to say
it was a while
Walmart,
back.
regardless, Walmart's inventory on BrickSeek is a little finicky. Like, there are times where it will say they have 3 of something and they just don't exist at the store. Like, it says they have 3. I've gone in and asked. They're like, yeah, it says they should be on the shelf, or no, they're not in the back, or whatever. And like, I look around and they're not there, right? So it does happen, because probably Walmart theft, to be honest. Probably someone that changed out a barcode or something, happens.
Sure.
It's Walmart.
So I went to Walmart as well today. Sorry, this is just, you just reminded me of something really interesting I found out. But I went to Walmart looking for stuff, and they literally just got like Series 20 and what else came out like in April? The Minion sets and different things. So like they're a whole month behind.
Yeah.
My Walmart has none of those right now. I just went last week. They've got nothing.
Wow. Yeah, so they're a month behind, because I went the week afterwards. They had nothing new. And then, so now they're getting this. Anyways, but I asked them, I was just like, hey, do you know if you're getting anything new, or maybe you have something in the back? And it was like a manager, and they were like, oh yeah, we actually don't set up the shelves. It's Lego's a third party, and they actually have someone do it themselves. I was like, really? And he's just like, yeah, that's a thing. And I've literally helped employees in the past. Like, I remember with like Dimensions and different things, I would help them open up the boxes, because I was there right at the morning that it came out. So I guess this is a new thing, maybe to help with like
maybe
street dated stuff.
Canada, I don't know.
Well,
because that's
to comment on that specifically, I know that I know when they say set shelves, Lego does have like a person who's a regional store or a regional employee who goes around. Yeah, and they always have to see if the shelves match the planogram that they send out Walmart.
Right. Yeah,
So
and they always have those stuck to the shelves,
But
specifically when new stuff comes out.
unless this is brand new, I've seen Walmart employees putting up new Lego Star Wars stuff before. Like, it's not like a thing as far as I'm aware. Might be in Canada, I don't know. But that would be very costly for Lego to do. And
I don't think they're necessarily the most offensive one either. Like who's released them early. Like obviously Mastermind I think would probably be the worst one. But
I don't know.
At least here. But
okay, I was gonna say it just varies. It's something different every wave. But I was gonna say, like, with Walmart, like, I just go, like, I used obviously not now because they're not open at midnight. But I love going at midnight and just taking my pick from the pallets. It's great.
Yeah,
that's how you get new sets. That's the pallet rating. That I give credit to that one from Bricks on the Dollar. That was something I found out about because he was doing it and buying all of the sets, and I'm like, nah, I didn't know this was a thing. I'm gonna start going at midnight though, and it's worked out a couple times. I like it. It's fun.
Yeah, it's cool to see them all lined up there in the purple, like the purple boxes and all that. I like.
Yeah.
So you like, do you ask the employees when you take off the pallet because?
Oh yeah.
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I just cut the
that's
box
actually
open.
Oh, that is illegal.
It's sitting in the aisle.
I know, but like, I wouldn't want to give that advice to the viewers. That's illegal.
All right, well, don't do that, and I guess I won't do it again if it's actually illegal. But is it illegal?
Yeah.
Is it? Show me the law. That's all I'm saying.
Disgruntled employee told me that once, so I don't know.
You're talking about a disgruntled employee. I don't know.
I don't know. I just be careful, guys. But it is fun because. But I usually ask, like, hey.
I'll consult a lawyer about buying a product in a store.
It's like Walmart tries to sue Ryan. That's it.
I don't know about that. I can't imagine that's actually illegal.
I don't know.
Show me the law. I'd be happy to never do it again. But
I can look it. I'll look it up. But yeah,
that one is. That's like the $100-$200 mystery machine. I don't know what. I don't know about that. That sounds like a
Well, it's
wild.
because you always steal
wild
it
one.
anyways, Ryan. Right?
Yeah, I
That's what
stole
you're
it.
gonna
I
do
didn't
to
pay
Tilly.
for
You just
it.
walk out
God
with it.
forbid.
You're
I
taking
actually,
it from the cards. Oh man.
I paid off the employees. That would be really funny to try to do one time. I've seen prank calls, like this is probably like 7 years ago, when actually probably a decade ago, when like new Call of Duties would come out, and Call of Duty guys would call GameStop, and Call of Duty and video games in general have very notorious like hard street dates, very hard to get around. They would call up these employees at GameStop and be like, yo, what if I gave you $200? And they would like really try to smooth talk their way into like bribing the employees. And that was always really funny to me. So I'd love to try and call a Lego store one time and do that. I don't know how acceptable that is, but ooh, that would be fun.
I know you have the Harry Potter sets already. Come on, just bring them
I
all
wish
back.
I had them. Oh
no, I meant.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that's how it kind of goes. Like, we know you got the game already. They ship it to you a few days ahead of time. I can see it in my stock checker. You know, what if you just scan a box and it ends up in my hand? You worry about it later, and I give you $200. Oh, that would be a funny prank call. That'd be good. That's a good idea. I don't know. Is that one illegal too, Justin?
Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to look for it. I don't see crap, so you're probably right.
I can't imagine it's actually legal, but
yeah,
I don't know. You know what is illegal? What? Posting licensed things on Lego Ideas.
I saw the doc and I'm like, oh no, it's the first thing we're talking about.
I mean, it's topical for you. It's all right. What you've done recently, right?
Yeah.
I watched that whole video. I kind of disagreed with some points and agree with others, but yeah, if you want to give people the gist of it.
All right. Okay, so the idea behind this video was something happening that was in the works for a long time since, gosh, I think it's almost a year now since I've submitted I think it was my Young Justice project to Lego Ideas. I think I was even on and we talked about this actually.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure. Anyways, so the gist of that is I submitted a project for a TV show. It's owned by DC, but because it falls under the third-party license, I included figures and characters that had never become a minifigure before. And my logic behind that was, well, it may be DC, but it's nothing that we've gotten before, or like license-wise, like it's a brand new TV show. It's no different than submitting something like Mary Poppins or something like that, where they have the Disney the license and all that.
Right.
Anyways, this is before the new feature. Literally, I think it was weeks after my video and that project, they implemented the new feature where you submit different themes, and Lego Ideas will tell you if you can submit it or not, and the reasonings why. And I guess the tipping point for me to do the video was last week when Justin submitted his. Someone submitted an ideas project of Just Too Good, and I was included with my Flash shirt, as well as Justin specifically used the Twitch figure. Sorry, I keep saying Justin. It's not Justin. It's
They also didn't get my licensing.
Yes, we didn't. I didn't sign off on that. Anyways. A lot of people pointed out, including Justin, that it's just a stand-in for the figure, and the person actually, I think, wound up redoing it. I don't know if he's updated it, but he actually changed it.
Oh, I didn't.
But he is using a new mold then for the mask, so it'd be interesting to see if they let him edit that, because then that's further proof that Lego Ideas is broken. But that's a whole other thing. Anyways,
I think you put it as an update, right? Like a update on a tab or something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So anyways, that was just one part, and so that part of my video, like the first 3 minutes, I guess, is pointless, because it's just a stand-in, and if this does get made, whatever, it's just a stand-in. Like if you use a Batman cowl for some other property, it's not that it's Batman, it's just you're just using the piece. But some of the other things that I talked about, specifically my biggest I guess nail in the coffin for this, I won't go talk about everything else, but when you search DC, or I guess I'll back it up. When you search Ninjago, you can submit. When you search Hidden Side, you can submit it. When you search City, you can submit different sets. Then when you get to the license things, you go Marvel, you can't submit it. Star Wars, you can't submit it. When you search DC, three things come up. You got DC Universe, can't submit. DC Comics, you can't submit. And then you've also got DC Superhero Girls that you can submit for.
Because that's an old license.
Well, okay, so the thing with that is, sure, we can say that it's an old license, that's why you're allowed to do it. But then I should be allowed to do a Spider-Man Raimi trilogy as well as a 2006 Batman set if I wanted to, because it's the same
Spider-Man.
thing. Okay, they're still making Harley Quinn. They're still making Poison Ivy.
Did they say Spider-Man Raimi like specifically?
No, you can't search that specifically. Oh. But DC Superhero Girls is a TV show. Like it is on. I think it aired on Cartoon Network or something, but it's now like a webisode, like YouTube show. So it's no different than Young Justice, or if I wanted to do the Flash show, or something else that Lego's never done before.
Like the old license theme with the mini dolls.
Like, sorry.
It's because when it was the license theme with the mini dolls, it was separate from like Lego DC Superheroes. So it already got that exclusion, I think, of being.
I know, but so is the Lego Batman movie. Like that's not under DC Superheroes. It's its own.
Oh, so they specifically say, "Oh, you can't do Lego Batman movie."
Yeah, you can't do Lego Batman movie. That is actually one of the ones that they say. So,
but I was gonna say, ultimately, with all this, keep in mind, I don't think it's just the evaluation of IPs. Is it just about license, or I think there's more reasoning to all these that they don't have to explain. That we might.
They do explain it though. They do explain it.
So each one says, like, this one's inappropriate, this one's a licensing.
Yes. It specifically says inappropriate. It'll say owned by a third party. It'll say submitted and it's like yellow. And it's just like submitted and we'll review it for some things.
Well, I didn't that is weird. Because I thought it was just like maybe there's a reason we don't know. Like maybe they evaluated Fortnite or something with the licenses and like, okay, well, we don't want to make this, so we're just going to put that as a no-no.
So they evaluated that. That's another thing that I said was, you've said that that's inappropriate. They've deemed it as inappropriate. It's not that it's, and I mean any theme, even some movies, right, that you can submit. Obviously, you can make the set violent, but it doesn't mean that your actual submission will be. So like Fortnite, if you look at most of the products they make, most of them come with like pickaxes and the fun pickaxes and back blings and all that stuff. There are some weapons, but at the end of the day, if I were to do a submission, I wouldn't include the SCAR or the Bolt sniper rifle. It wouldn't be using those weapons or violent things like that. I think
most people would look at Fortnite, and a big part of it is the gunplay, right? Like, it's not like Minecraft where you could be like, oh, well, here, like, versus, like, you don't have to always use a sword in Minecraft, but in Fortnite, 95% of the game, you're using a weapon, and most of those weapons are just straight up guns, which Lego has been very.
What about Overwatch?
What about Overwatch? The Hellfire shotguns.
Here's what I see with the Overwatch Fortnite alone. That one, I think with Overwatch, it's not a battle royale. I know this is a weird one. It's not a battle. It's not seen as a battle royale. It's not the last one standing or whatever. It's this where you got to move a payload or something like that. Maybe that's how I see it. That's like my devil's advocate view.
Well, let me double down on what you're saying.
Everybody, for the
you get teleported back to the lobby in Fortnite. There's specifically a teleporter that appears when you die that teleports you back.
Sure. Yeah, I know that's true specifically.
But if they make Lego Fortnite, the minds of the youth of the world will be ruined, and there will be nothing but war forever.
Yes.
I mean, I'm just saying it how it is.
I would love it. It would sell so well. Justin and I have we've written down ideas for like a whole first wave, and that was back in chapter 1. So let alone chapter 2, there's even more things to do. So I think that it's crazy that I can't submit a battle bus. And that would make sense if there were no weapons, because on the battle bus you don't have weapons. So I don't know. That's just my point of contention with Lego ideas, and specifically, I guess back with the Young Justice thing. There was actually a Starfire brickheads from Teen Titans Go that was up while I was trying to submit my Young Justice.
Right, but okay, so when you were submitting Young Justice, though, like it was right when they had just started that, so perhaps they had yet to go through their backlog of.
But either way, they still let. No, this was a recent submission. It wasn't before the third party thing that you're talking about. The like how you can't submit Star Wars anymore and all that.
Right.
This was afterwards that the brickheads was submitted and got through, which is from another show which
yeah. I mean, I don't know enough about what each show is and what contains what, because like the whole DC thing is kind of confusing to me, where you have these different superheroes, like DC Superheroes Girls is allowed, and it's a separate entity from DC Comics superheroes, and that kind of stuff is over my head.
Well, I had a great idea to remake my Young Justice one, but use mini dolls and just change all the designs to that, and
Dude,
just brand another DC Superhero Girl.
No, do it. Seriously, do it. That'd be really funny.
See if it goes through. They might have changed it because I also found a glitch that when you submit something like Ratchet and Clank, which is another really violent game in terms of guns and different things, and the names for those games are super inappropriate, but it's still a kid's game. Anyways,
yeah. I mean, I played that when I was like 7.
Up your arsenal.
Yeah.
It's
your arsenal. Yeah.
Those look like pretty futuristic, out of this world weapons to me. I mean, I'm just looking at kind of random pictures.
I will say I'm using the checker right now. I did not know. I guess they added that late. Did they have that from the beginning? I don't remember that, where they said third party and illegal and inappropriate. Wow, I'm amazed they were that specific.
So with The Office, it says owned by another. A licensing issue, I think, is the exact phrase for that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's because of that crappy, thingy that was released. But I will say that other video that somebody made about you, they made a good point about the Parks and Rec one, which I thought.
Yeah, you saw that I was tagged on.
Yeah, well, he tagged me in it.
Yeah, he's been tagging me, trying to get me to respond, which I just did in the comments. But
Well,
anyways, the reason, so it was really great. I forgot to tell Sai, but the reason, which I didn't even think of this, but the reason Parks and Rec can't be submitted and like other shows and different things can be, like The Office or Seinfeld and all that, it's because Parks and Rec is political, because it takes place like at the I can't even think.
They like
so
campaign and such.
Yeah.
I see.
But
That
specifically,
makes
like,
sense.
it's all about like governing, like, oh, we need to get this and this done to get the park built and all that stuff. So I thought that was really interesting, and that was a great point brought up. But I mean, the rest of the stuff, I still stand by it being really broken. I get what everyone's saying about DC Superhero Girls. Yes, it was an old license, but with that logic, I should be able to do the Raimi trilogy, or I guess the first 2 films. But yeah.
I think before you do another project, you need to go on the checklist and check it. See if
I haven't done it ever since they added that. I haven't spent time working on something. But I will say this. I don't know if he wants me to talk about this, but MandRproductions.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's fine. He's gonna have it done by now, by the time this comes up. But he submitted a Mr. Bean project for its 30th anniversary, and he had the Mini Cooper in it, and Lego came back and said you can't do that. Meanwhile, there's 2 sets currently up with the exact same car on it from Mr. Bean, and they mentioned the Mini Cooper in the description, whereas Mini Brick did not. So make up your mind. You can't accept, at the end of the day, with like the Starfire brickheads or new molds and pieces, which I have noticed in some sets, which could be a whole other video,
right? Or
just some inappropriate things and different things. And with the Mini Cooper license now, it's like you got to pick. It can't be both. So, yeah.
Let me see something.
Lego, I'll probably never submit a project, so this is.
You don't need to.
Yeah, that's true. I don't need to.
And that's the whole other thing is, I said very briefly at the end. I said that we need somewhere to talk about, and I know we've had conversations about this.
YouTube is that place. I've decided.
YouTube is the place. Yeah. So I don't know. I would love to, and listen. The way DC's going, they're gonna lose the license soon. So I'm just excited to be able to like do a Flash show or something, because I don't know.
They're gonna lose the license, and then
do they not allow the
because
they don't allow the
Flash horribly.
The Flash show specifically.
No Flash show. No. Okay. It specifically says Arrow and Young Justice now, and Teen Titans Go. Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know. I
think a lot do slip through the cracks though, because like, who's the guy who's like yes, no. So,
yeah,
like,
it could also be different people reviewing it, and I'm sure it's somewhat subjective to like what they think is okay and not, and I'm sure they're not lawyers looking at the letter of the law that they've created. It's just like the employee that they have working on it on that given day, and that's kind of what you get. So
and one more thing with the Overwatch, even the 007 thing is, they say it somewhere I was reading it yesterday. They say we are more strict than Lego with licenses. Like we are stricter than Lego themselves when it comes to content.
Who is?
And again, like Blizzard probably approached Lego to do this, right? Or however it happened. Like it is separate than Lego Ideas. Like the process that goes through. I get that, but I mean, if I look on the shelf and I see 007 License to Kill, but I can't do Fortnite, or just like in general, even with the MCU, like there's snipers and different things in movies. Doesn't mean they put them in the set.
Having the James Bond car is akin to having the battle bus, and I can see that now that you make that parallel. Like that doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah.
I would argue the James Bond car is worse because it's literally License to Kill, and I've seen some James Bond movies. I was taken out of one of them when I was younger, so
that is interesting.
I guess it got too spicy or something.
A little bit. The James Bond car a little bit. They don't have any mini figures in there. It was basically like, okay, this is the car from James Bond.
Right.
It seems like they were very careful.
I'll submit just the battle bus.
Do it, dude.
See what happens.
Call it Blue City Bus.
I'll just paint it red. The Ashnflash battle bus.
Yeah. The model of the bus.
Oh, man.
And then you put a little Fortnite logo on the corner, and it has like a special thing. That's it.
That's a whole other thing as well. Is with the logos, they allow some people to use the exact logo on their submission, but others not. It's just
it's weird.
Oh man.
Terrible platform.
I'd
just
love
make
to have
a
that
YouTube
job.
video and ask for a set. It'll work.
Terrible platform. Yeah. Okay.
And again, I love Lego Ideas. And I love some of the comments on that video. They're like, "Man, I can't wait for Seinfeld to get accepted and turn into a big white shuttle." I'm like,
I saw that comment.
Good job. Thank you so much. But no, genuinely, I love Lego Ideas, and it's brought me like Minecraft, which is like one of my favorite themes. So
right.
I would, as a creator, because people don't understand like maybe the amount of work that goes into these different things. Like you might just see it as, oh, I'm supporting this project or different things like that. But as a creator of this, like Mini Brick spent all this time on this thing, and to look on Lego Ideas and see similar topics and different things accepted, but they won't accept yours is just, it hurts. Like it's genuinely like really frustrating. So yeah.
Well, I was ticked off when they randomly banned CM4 Psy when he did such a great part.
Right.
His like that literally could at that time that would have been made like a Roblox set or whatever.
Yeah, it's still there, by the way. I told him I was just like, hey, Roblox is still there. He's like, I know, but
anyway, Greg.
CM4 Psy.
Greg,
yeah.
Brick sketches.
Yes.
What do you know about brick sketches?
I know all about them. What do you want to know?
I want to know where I can get them.
I have no idea.
You just said you know all about them. You're a liar. Disgusting.
I know everything about them, but where you can buy them, and probably a lot of other stuff. Let's narrow it down to what I know. I've seen them. I like them.
What color are they?
Multiple.
Will you keep the boxes?
I'll keep the boxes, just not fully constructed. They're gonna be flattened.
Wow. Of all the sets to keep the boxes for.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Okay, so brick sketches, kind of a neat concept. However, when I made my initial video, and I don't know what you guys were thinking when you first saw them, I looked at them and I was like, $10. Nice, right? No printed pieces except for the eyes on the Joker. If you want to call a little white dot a print, go for it. But other than that, like, how could these be more than $10, right? Turns out they're going to be $20. So that's a thing, which really changes the way I feel about these, because they do not, like, I tried to count the pieces. Like Brickset uploaded some decent pictures where you could like see the like side view of the Joker and whatnot, and I just kind of did some guesstimating, and I came to like 100 or so pieces, 110, 120 at tops, right? And it's just like, where do you, and obviously price for pieces and everything, but this is a great example where at first sight, I didn't know the piece count, right? I just looked at it and I was like, that looks like it's worth $10. And then they're like, oh no, it's $20. And it's like, well, I don't know about that.
That's the way it should be.
I always assumed like it was just going to be 20 or whatever. I'm just like, okay, to me they look 20.
I thought 15 maybe, but I thought 10 because of Brickheads.
Yeah, they look like they're in the Brickheads boxes. That was my thing. I was like, it looks like they're in the Brickheads size boxes, and they just, no printed pieces, nothing special going on. $10.
Well, funny enough, the reason I thought they were 20 is because I used to love these mocks when PowerPig would post them on Flickr, right? And they would always include these two markers, the build for the markers.
Oh yeah,
yeah. But so I assumed, okay, they're going to be 20 because they just don't show the markers on the box, but they don't have the markers. So that's I'm like, okay, this is a little bit overpriced for what it is. Why don't they include the markers? The markers were like art of like that mock, like
it added to it, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the counterpoint is you start to collect these, right, and then you have 30 markers, and you don't.
Well,
nobody wants
you're supposed,
that.
yeah. Well, they display. Well, I mean, I do because they were displayed near, like in front of them. So like, I wouldn't mind displaying them in front of them. Like, I would have done that. Like, just kind of looking like, hey, look what I sketched. You know, like that was the whole point of it.
Just put a Sharpie there.
Which one do you guys like?
I will be picking Joker's best one. I think we can all agree.
Easily.
Detail wise, I think.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
BB-8, I guess.
I like the Stormtrooper more. BB-8 looks like he's just got weird shoulders.
Stormtrooper.
I think his Stormtrooper helmet's
my least favorite. The Batman one is my least favorite.
Batman's the last.
Yeah.
Batman's weak. I would say it's easily Joker, then followed by I like BB-8 actually because it has some detail to it, and then below that's Stormtrooper, then way below that's Batman.
Yeah, way below. I mean, there's not much they could have done for Batman, but it's still. I'll be getting those two, I think.
If these are really $20 though, I think I'm just going to get the Joker and be done with it just to experience what one of these is like. This to me seems like something that'd be great to take your own piece collection and try to build yourself, probably for $10 or less, if you wanted to.
Yeah, I saw some people, they were like, oh, I was trying to bricklink what I think the pieces for this are going to be, and I can't seem to get it under $30. So 20 seems fair. Like, there's that point of view, I guess. But I just, it's one of those things, and I rarely get the opportunity to do this because usually I know the piece count of a Lego set way ahead of time. Where I can look at a thing and give it an evaluation based on what I see, and based on what I see, I saw $10 and I don't see 20, and that's probably not going to change. Like I was like,
I kind of wish it was like that, honestly.
If they put a figure with it, $20 done, but there's no figure. Same with the brickheads.
I like not having that piece count on there because now you are judging it as a piece, like an art piece or whatever.
Right.
And you looked at that, you didn't know the price offhand. You determined that $10 was your price point. It's 20, so that means this isn't a buy for you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm going to buy it.
As opposed to it being, that's only 149 pieces, therefore it should only be $14.90 and it's overpriced. No, it's, do you find value in this $20 worth? And I think the answer is probably no, but I'll get that Joker one just because to try it out.
Right. Yeah, I feel it. It's one of the few times when I've been able to like look at something, not know the piece count or the actual price, and just be like, this is what I think it is and should cost. And it's not even close. It's dumb.
I think there's a certain demographic for this too, like more of an adult collector, I suppose, even though it says 8+. But if I look at an 8-year-old for $20, they're going to have way more fun in Lego Creator or Lego City or anything other than this.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, a lot of that's probably just for like at the very basic level of building techniques. Like it's for an 8-year-old can build it, and that's what it's really for. But I don't think an 8-year-old will get a lot of value out of something like this.
No.
So
they're going to spend $20 on V-Bucks.
Right. You get a lot. Honestly, I am very against spending money. Fortnite's a free game, so maybe less so. But like games you already paid $60 for, get out of here.
Sure.
I think an 8-year-old would definitely get more value out of $20 in V-Bucks than one of these. Like I agree.
Question. I don't think this is really for I don't know. I guess if you're into art, like if it's an artsy kid, probably like I would have loved this as a kid, but I mean I'd prefer a regular set. Like I'd rather have like some of the DC sets than a portrait of Joker or Batman. But I love it because it's artistic and everything. So.
Yeah, for sure.
So I have one other qualm with these that I probably shouldn't say, but I'm gonna say it anyway because I'm not gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm kinda not. No. Okay, I won't say it. Nope, not say it. Not gonna say it. Nope.
You can't just put that out there.
I want to say it.
Say it. Well, Justin knows what I'm gonna say. You think it's? I mean.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. What's wrong with it? It's how I feel. Okay.
I don't want to censor you. Say it.
I'm kinda. You might know me as like the Lego Star Wars guy on the YouTubes.
Oh.
Just maybe. And I'm in the Lego Ambassador Network. So I thought this is the kind of stuff you might be privy to, given the opportunity. And it was a little disheartening because I had no idea these were coming. Do you know how cool it would have been if I would have been given the opportunity to upload a YouTube video of these like the day they dropped, apparently?
be co-announcing a theme.
Could have been cool. Just could have been cool, but I mean, Brickset. I love Brickset. Great website. I've been using their site for probably well over a decade at this point. They sent it to 2 websites, Brickset and Zamberger for now. I can't pronounce it.
Yeah, the German.
And I was just like, I couldn't believe the Star Wars ones didn't just like magically show up at my door. I was a little sad about that. So I don't know. I was just like, it would have been a cool thing to do. And as like the Lego Star Wars guy on YouTube right now, I just felt like it would be like a thing I would be in on, and I was a little bit disappointed I wasn't in on it. I don't think that's unfair to say. I hope.
This reminds me of Justin and his Nintendo discussion.
I was going to say that.
But
yeah, no,
so just I was talking.
I thought you were going to take a different approach on it. You're good.
So I was talking to Justin about this, and Justin brought up the Mario thing, right? And I'm like, I get it. Justin like wasn't the happiest that they didn't like get him a Mario interview, to start. And I'm like, to be fair, like obviously I agree with Justin, but to be fair to the people of like that run the LAN or whatever, whoever sends this stuff out, you could miss that in Justin, right? It's not like he's uploading a Mario video every day, right? You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah.
In my case, I just was really surprised. But like even I would have, with Justin, I might not have been like, oh yeah, he loves Mario. He talks about it once a week. I mean, you don't talk about like before it was all a thing, right?
You.
Like it just wasn't in every video
I did a lot,
for 10 years.
But I feel you. Yeah, I understand.
It's not every day.
I can see how someone could miss it. Is my point.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. No. I think you said that actually really well. And I hope the commenters don't jump on you already, because what he's saying is right. Yeah, no,
I'm like, what is the point of LAN if it's not going to open up opportunities like this to be able to do cool stuff and get Lego exposure on their new product that they obviously want exposure on because they sent it out to 2 websites. That's it, 2 blogs. Not the new YouTube is crazy popular, and I was very surprised. Not even one YouTuber got it. I was like, okay, that's crazy. But
I think they're learning more and more about the reach of YouTubers and stuff like that with stuff like this. You should bring this up as a concern.
Lego set made that's kind of a thing. But my other thing with the LAN, that the epiphany I've had, I think I was talking to Ash about this the other night, and it's like that at some point here soon, I've just been noticing some weird things in LAN and like people that are in it and stuff like that. Not gonna go into details, no names, but all I'm saying is if Ashnflash and Brickitect don't get in LAN, I'm gonna be hard pressed not to just leave LAN on the spot. They are doing such different things from everyone else. I feel like in the Lego community, I was so surprised Greg got denied the first time to begin with, but like, I would just be so like if you guys don't get in, I'm gonna be genuinely rather upset on your behalf, whether or not you are yourselves.
No, I understand why I got declined the first time. It makes sense.
Oh,
there's a rule that you can't use a Lego minifig as like any of their properties, and I had me and Clark.
It's kind of like the LAN. It's kind of like the Lego ideas. It's kind of like the Lego Ideas thing, though, Greg, where it's kind of, it feels like it's a double standard. Right?
All the people in LAN use it, and when you're applying, they're just like, nope. Decline.
It seemed like a bit of a, and I don't know what specifically that applies to, because my profile picture used to be my minifigure, and I changed it to me, and I like it as me, but like I don't know. It does.
The gist that I got from it was that.
Sorry, we'll get Justin in a second.
Yeah, ahead, sorry.
The gist that I got from it was that immediately when they see that, they don't go beyond it because it's an indication that you didn't follow the rules of the application.
But I'm pretty sure my stuff was like that when I applied the second time too, and I don't know. It doesn't.
So I would have applied before you, then the second. How many times have you applied, Ryan?
I applied once in like probably mid 2018, and I got denied because of Brickbuster, more or less.
Oh, that's what I figured. Yeah, with you specifically.
Fair enough. Someone's got to call people out though. And then the second time was when did I get, like mid 2019, so like a year later. That was it.
Because I got declined the first time for uploading the picture, and then they were like, you also haven't been around for a year on YouTube.
Right. Yeah, I could see wanting like someone to be a presence for someone.
Yeah, to stick around. I had been for Instagram, but not YouTube. which is interesting because it's a community thing. But I mean, it's fine now. If they come back and say that, it's coming up on 2 years now. So,
well, Ash, you'll never know because you're probably never going to get accepted in, just like I won't. Because I applied. I think we're at 9 months now ago. I applied.
Time.
Really?
I think it was September. It was like Kim was still there. God rest his soul. And he was like, he's still alive, by the way. And he was,
as far as we know.
you should reapply. Oh my God, what is that noise?
That's Google Hangouts.
It's a Hangout.
There we go.
Gosh, I haven't heard that.
That's me. Apologize for that. I have my email open, and he was like, "You should reapply," and I did. It was like right after the deadline, the one that you applied for, Ryan. And here we are 9 months later, and no new ones as far as I know.
Short. Oh, there goes Ash. I don't know what happened. You got the short end stick. What were you gonna say, Justin? Just before we.
Oh, I was just gonna say I thought it was because of the Brickbuster thing, and it was before you said it was.
Oh yeah, the first time. Yeah, he's like, because you're very controversial, and I don't know if I've really shook that too much, but I don't know. I feel like I've been on pretty good behavior, I guess, if you want to call it that. I don't know. Yeah, I still want to put out my opinion, but I'm not like directly. I haven't made I don't know if you want to call it a hit piece, but haven't done one of those in a while. I haven't done the H3 content nuke.
Yeah,
that was a good week. That was
wow.
That went back and forth, and then but yeah, I would. If you made another one of those, do you think Lego would like kick you or something?
I would hope not, but it would depend on how it's done. Like if it was like if I was attacking someone's character or whatever just to do it.
At some point,
I could see that, but
cross that line.
I feel like the next time if I ever make another one, it would just be the most like brain dead, like very obvious thing you could find, or that comes about more or less.
If it's just the content or whatever, and you have a problem with that, I think you'd be fine. So.
Right. Do we want to talk quickly or briefly about our Lego Cloud House, like not in depth?
Oh my gosh, I still need to be sold on it.
I mean, I'm not sold on it either. We're gonna talk about this later off the show, like more in detail. But
yeah, if anybody interested in supporting us is listening,
the Lego Cloud House is an idea on the table that we're gonna be talking about, and basically we would get a house. I don't know what state, Florida or Georgia, I think, are the two main, but that would be discussed later, like the two main states that it could work in. And we get a house that's probably at least 6 bedrooms and rent it out essentially for, I guess, 1 or 2 years. And it would be Justin, Ash, and myself.
I'd be honest, I'd probably buy it if
you would buy yourself a 6-bedroom house, and then
I would buy it and charge you guys and stuff like that.
I wouldn't be against that. It'd be easy to.
Yeah, that's why, because my goal was because I'm
right. I know you told me.
After I'm renting, I'll buy it. Yeah, so yeah. But anyway, keep going because we're getting ahead of ourselves.
But yeah, I was just like, so Lego Cloud House.
Sold on it.
So to me, the content is king here, right? Like that's where it ends up. You have to like. And so, actually, my question for you, Justin, is, and I think you might have answered this to me, but would you do a face reveal for a CLOUT house, right?
Oh my gosh, Ryan, I've done a face reveal on every OSRS.
Oh
my gosh.
Ryan, right, but to me, like, if we all live in the same house and we're vlogging and doing different things, like, it'd be hard to hide that type of thing forever, right?
You could see my insect face any day.
So. You're the only vlogger, though, Ryan. These guys make news videos. Like, I would love to be there. I just want to be there the moment like Lego news comes out, because the three of you guys would just scatter to your rooms and be smashing away at the boards and trying to make videos before the other person.
We would have a siren in the house.
Oh my god, it would be hilarious.
Lego news alert!
I scream when you guys are recording, so I get the first one. So
I'd send that. Oh man.
I pranked Ryan while the Star Wars pictures were getting revealed, and it's just like the Bluetooth speaker somewhere in the room, just constantly like blaring something.
So, but how do you do a CLOUT house though when you have 2 people that don't show themselves?
So that's my point.
I said I would.
Okay,
so you're gonna come out of the shadows for the CLOUT house.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, first of all, this would be a huge ask for me.
Right. No, that's why we have
country
to.
And,
you're moving to a new country.
You're going to be. Dude,
I don't know. Everything would have to line up perfectly for me to ever agree to this. But yeah. But I would do a face reveal for that.
Yeah. So like to me, the idea is like you would start making more videos where it's less like behind the camera stuff, and you'd want to be in front of the camera more, and that would be the advantage of it, is that we could do so many things in person and invite people over all the time and have guest appearances from anyone we literally want anytime we want, because they can just fly in or drive over or whatever the deal may be. And
you want to say the main thing that we came up with?
I don't remember.
Okay, well, I'll say it then. We had the idea to a Lego Master Show between us.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Just like messed up Lego Masters.
Yeah, and maybe the guest or whatever, that we could judge it or participate or something like that. So I don't know. We had a really big brain session, I think, that one night at 3 a.m. in the morning, whenever it was.
Justin wasn't included in that, though, so that's why I waited to get us all in the same room at the same time.
That's the thing, is we haven't, all three of us, even talked about it. So.
But yeah, it's.
Have you guys considered the cost savings on Lego sets as well? Because you could essentially buy one Lego set and pass it around amongst you to do the review.
Genius. That's amazing.
There you go.
Yeah.
Justin's mom would be out of a job, though.
Oh no!
The way you said that was kind of funny.
The ones you guys don't want now. But I was going to say, for everybody who thinks I'm wearing a mask, I am not. But there is this one guy, and if you guys ever see the Misfits podcast, and he has a mask on the podcast in the CLOUT house.
I remember you did, Swagger Souls. I remember you did bring that up to me, and I was like, "That's a good point. And it could work. Fair enough."
I mean, again, I'm not wearing a mask, but whatever you guys think. If you think this is a mask, whatever.
Where did this mask rumor come from anyway? That you're wearing a mask?
No, I have.
Slander, I tell you, slander.
Yeah, no, people are very specious against us mantises, okay, or something like that. I don't know. They think it's a mask or something. I don't know.
Well, they saw your camera guy in that one video. Remember that one time that you pay that one guy to stand in for?
Yes, I understand. No, yeah.
Oh, Justin, exactly. I'm gonna write this at the bottom.
That's
I have Brick Vibe gave me a great idea. Brick Vibe idea after. I'm gonna tell you after because I need your approval to do this, but it's really funny and I think you'll be
all right.
But yeah, the Lego Cloud House may be coming soon. I don't know. It's just an idea we've been throwing around. It kind of started as a meme, but where we all are in our lives and our YouTube careers, if you want to call it that, I think this could present a really great opportunity for growth. It's kind of far fetched, but it's still to me it was like. It's an idea worth talking about, and that's kind of where we're at.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Your comments, your comments are on the matter down below are welcome. I'm curious what the people think, but yeah, just it's an idea.
You also brought up like if somebody was sponsoring us. I personally would be kind of against because I don't want somebody dictating our content, but that would help or something. But I don't know. Again,
because I think we could all three easily afford whatever the monthly rent would be, split up 3 ways. But the idea that I had kind of thrown out there was, why don't we have a sponsor for the house? Like Bricks and Bits would be, but it'd be like the Bricks and Bits Lego, and Lego Cloud House is not gonna be the name. It's just kind of like the meme name that we use. But the Bricks and Bits Lego Cloud House, and like they would basically cover the entire rent, and we live there for free for the sponsorship essentially, right? And because you see a lot of these other places that are sponsored like that, kind of like how NBA arenas are named like FedEx Arena or whatever, like just dumb stuff like that. And for whatever
that's
reason,
why I was saying if any advertisers or anything, I mean, we're interested in this. I guess email Ryan.
You could be the G Fuel House or whatever.
Lego themselves, the Lego House.
Would you all have something before your names? Like you'd be like Lego Ryan, Lego Ashnflash.
Oh no, gosh, Face Clan, and
you'd be like the Face Clan.
I would not like that.
I don't think we're doing that kind of brand change, but we could create our own lug too, like for the house. Like,
if anything, we would probably get it would be like a company. Like we would be like the company we make, and then we would get a manager. But
yeah.
I don't know. It's fun to brainstorm though, admittedly. So
right,
it's fun to dream about. And again,
I mean, I bet
things would change so drastically. So I would,
And I know you have a lot going on in your life, Greg, but the invite is there if anything does change.
Yes! I didn't think to ask, but dude, if you want to bring your whole fam, dude, there you go. That's 6 people. Wait.
Oh, can you imagine?
Yeah, bam. There you go. All 6 rooms, bam.
I think
Clark would be stoked. I think the missus might be having problems with it though. I don't know.
I could see her point of view. Fair point.
I'll be like, those guys I do the podcast with, they want to do this Cloud House thing, which she's not even gonna know what that means, first of all. And I'll be like, it's in Georgia, first, second of all. And we're moving there. So pack your stuff.
What if we just What if we just all moved to Denmark and just consulted?
Genius.
That's it.
Why would we have to move to Denmark to consult? What are we consulting?
To be right there alongside the product design, and we could be the Lego house too.
But they could just like video conference me in, and I can stay in Florida where it's actually nice.
I'll do that each week then for our videos.
I do want to say this. Next year, 2021, I want to go to Denmark. I want to do. I feel like it's time to just do it. Like, I need to talk to the LAN. I need like, I don't see why I can't get a connection that will give me the inside tour or whatever it is. Like, just get, like, I want to do it.
I know what you're doing,
Ryan. I
Ryan.
just want to do it.
You're trying to get in there to the manufacturing facility so you can steal the Star Wars sets before they're even out to the public.
Whoa.
Don't know how it is.
Watch your mouth.
He's like, so show me where you make the Star Wars stuff.
Wow, this is really interesting. What?
Why are you wearing that big jacket, Ryan?
Oh, you mean my MandRproductions jacket from Teespring?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really funny. Nice trench coat. Got clones. Oh man, I could just imagine there's a guy on the street corner, like every street corner of Denmark, selling like illegal Lego from the factory. Ooh, I like that idea. But yeah, I want to go. I feel like with my vlog channel and where I am, I just feel like I should be able to get an in and go and do the whole thing and hopefully so the real reason, I guess, they're part of the what's brought me to this point where I've decided that I want to go next year, assuming Corona is not back for revenge, is I've been seeing, like, you know, I've been looking up and just doing research and becoming a more knowledgeable Lego Star Wars person. I've been watching a lot of, like, Lego Star Wars designer interviews and such, and I'm watching these videos, and, like, a lot of them have, like, 1,000 views or less, and I'm just like, I would love to do that, and I don't see why, if these kind of channels are able to do it, that I couldn't. Like, I literally got a Lego set made, more or less. Like, let's do it. Like, let's go and make a whole, like, spend a week and a half in Denmark and just have the wildest trip ever. Like, why not? And I would have to have someone go with me. I'm not going to Denmark alone. Like, just not going to happen. I wouldn't go anywhere. Probably out of country alone. That was an invite for you, Justin. What the hell?
Denmark, dude.
It's on my list of things to do. I for next year. So
yeah,
we should probably ask Lan if we can do
whoever wants. Yeah, I'll go with you.
I can't see how Lan wouldn't set you guys up to do that.
Yeah, well, I can't either. But then again,
I've asked them a couple times, even today. And yeah, I mean, they seem open to it, which is good.
Oh, yeah, so I mean, I know, like, I have an open invite to go to Enfield, which is great. I want to go visit that. I would probably do that late this year, early next year. I want to buy out all the 501st battle packs because I can. That's on the list. But Denmark to me is like the Mecca, right? Like, people keep asking me, are you ever gonna go to Denmark? And it's like, I mean, yeah. I just don't know when, but I just want to kind of get it done and, you know, knock out a lot of things at once. It's just really far away, and I don't want to fly, but I'm gonna fly, even though I want to do a transatlantic cruise because that's more fun.
Dude, it's
take like 8 days, 9 days to. But
I want to try. I can't wait for this all to be over because I just want to travel around the world. Because like that Japan trip was invigorating. So I'm ready to travel. I could go to Europe. I could go to there. Of course, when I have the money, but once all this stuff's over, like I'm so looking forward to it.
It's like in debt right now to the Mantis man.
Yeah, unfortunately, you know, I was gonna say the cop. I was like, not that.
Yeah.
The pandemic ad rates.
Yeah, they're slowly coming back.
They are though. I don't know if that's because I'm like putting more videos up. I don't know. Have you been putting more videos up?
Not really. I've been kind of in a new workflow though. Excuse me. Where I've been. So this week I decided I was just like, screw it, I'm gonna do it. For the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm going to make 2 videos a day. I'm not going to upload them, but I'm going to make 2 videos a day. So that means I'm producing 10 pieces of content a week, but I'm only uploading 8 of those. And so I'm creating this bank slowly over time, which is going to be ridiculous by the end of the year. So I'm not uploading more, I feel like, but I'm still at the same pace I kind of was before. The CPMs are just kind of slowly coming back from what they were. Like, even on the vlog channel, 1 vlog a week, CPM's still kind of climbing back. And that's because a lot of businesses are starting to reopen.
Yeah,
a lot of them are still closed.
The biggest indication for me was CMF series, and my Clone Wars Series 2 had the same amount of ads, roughly the same time and everything. And it grew faster, and I think it has more views, but made like a third of what the first one did, and that released in January. So it's it's been pretty bad.
Yeah, like my Ask M&R series got really popular at some point. It started getting triple the views, but would still make the same amount of money as they were before, and it was just like, damn, it sucks, but it's still very good, better than I had ever maybe expected with YouTube at this point. It's pretty insane. So
yeah. I am surprised by that as well. I thought it would have been a lot worse, but again, at the end of the day,
we've weathered the worst of it. So
you just got to play the long game.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely. I mean, it slowly return and everything will go back. I'm looking forward to a good summer. Hopefully, we'll see. At the very least, I have big plans for the winter when the CPMs will be at their highest they could possibly be this year, I would assume. So, looking forward to that. But some LEGO Ideas projects hit 10K this past week or so. A couple of things I think that are pertinent to like things you guys like, especially with Animal Crossing. I'm not an Animal Crossing fan, but what do you guys like as Animal Crossing players think?
It looks great.
I don't know what this is at all.
Okay, yeah. Well, we should probably. I mean, funny, Ashton's on here. Ashton and I were gonna do this same mock as a LEGO Ideas, but
there's about 10 others as well.
Yeah,
like I'm not even kidding. There's some really great ones. Was this by the guy who worked at LEGO? Is this one?
Micro Model Maker is the.
Oh, did he work at LEGO?
Did who?
So that guy, I forget his name. The guy who made the ship in the bottle, and he has the TC on the gravestone on the Haunted Mansion. That guy has Animal Crossing project up, but I don't know if it's this one. Let me look real quick.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but this looks nice. It looks like a nice building. I really like the apple tree and like the scenery kind of around the building. Like I like the steps and everything. It's very well built. So I mean, I wouldn't buy this, but it looks like it could be a nice addition to like a rural part of your city or something, if that's what you were looking for.
Yeah, I'm looking for that other one. Okay, yeah, I guess this I can't find the one by the official LEGO designer. But yeah, I mean, as an Animal Crossing fan, I would buy this regardless. I think they did a pretty good job at interpreting it, but I think the interior is a little lacking on stuff. The exterior looks beautiful. I wish there was a little bit more to the interior, but I'm sure LEGO would clean that up a bit. I think it's a great idea for LEGO Animal Crossing. And with Animal Crossing New Horizons being like just the fastest selling Switch game, they're definitely making sets like next year or the year after. There's no way they won't bank on it. And that would be a fantastic theme for me because there's no vehicles whatsoever. Okay, there are very little vehicles in Animal Crossing, I guess. There was a train, which they wouldn't do. There was a taxi, which I doubt they would do. So it would just be all buildings. It would be like Minecraft in that regard. And
right.
Light me up. So I hope they do Animal Crossing.
It is his. It is his.
Oh, it is his? Okay.
Hank, wait, let me check. It's not his. I lied. I got confused because I had them both open. But his is at 4,342 supporters.
Wow.
And I linked it. But he doesn't have any minifigures or anything, and that's probably why. But hopefully with Sesame Street, they throw out the rule with the no new molds and different things. So like Tom Nook, Isabel, like all like they would make for such fantastic figures. I haven't played the game. Literally, my only experience has been with Smash, as well as doing the series with you, Justin. And I love the designs are just so cute. And I've seen some streams, and I think that this would sell phenomenally if the game is still popular. That is,
right?
Yeah, they're on.
That's the problem too, though, is that this just got approved, right? Because it's at the height of its new release popularity.
I think it would still be something like because Animal Crossing's always been popular, but this is like the most popular it's ever been. Just perfect timing and everything. Yeah. But I think even if they made it, let's say a year or two from now, it would still be a huge hit, even if it's not as much as it would sell now. So I don't know if that hold up. Yeah.
And I mean, Seinfeld hasn't been on air for a while, right? And that's still
Seinfeld, yeah.
So, Seinfeld. Who cares? Potato. Anyway, Lego Up as well, which is one that I think I would be more apt to pick up because I've actually seen the movie.
This is another one I think that has reached 10K in the past, but wasn't selected.
Really? Why didn't it get selected? Do you remember?
I don't know. They don't give the reasons why it wasn't approved, but I mean,
it sucked. Bad film.
Oh, the last one was pretty. I think I like the last one a little better.
The last one was better. I think it had figures. Does this one even the one that you linked? It doesn't have figures.
I mean, I would assume that if they actually made it, they would throw figures in there, but it's there, I guess. And then we have a Lego Friends set, not an idea set. Interesting enough, the support of National Geographic extends to Lego Friends. I wonder what that entails. I wonder if it's like the Apple Red program where it's kind of like for AIDS or whatever. But you know, I don't know. I don't know what Lego's sending.
Oh, really?
What do you mean? Oh, really?
I didn't even notice that on the box. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know I'd seen it on like some of the City Poly things, but Friends
It's
different.
It's funny, like. Oh, okay. He said yet to be seen. I swear I saw this like 5 months ago. Nobody just reported on it. Wasn't this on like a calendar or something?
No.
But
I haven't seen this one. I saw it on Bricks, the Brick Fan, but I never noticed the National Geographic.
The alpaca, those came in the mystery boxes, and they were kind of like looked over. But yeah, interesting with the National Geographic tie-in. I personally don't have much interest in this Friends one because I got the old Jungle Explorer Friends stuff, and I just kind of got like took those apart.
His Friends falling into the city thing where they're going through the 4-year cycle with Jungle Explorer, Fire, you know, like that. Is that what's happening? Because I don't follow like their themes. You say there were Jungle Explorers before though.
Yeah.
So
there was a Jungle Explorer couple. It was a 2014, summer 2014.
Okay, that's been 6 years. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I want a DC set with like Poison Ivy and Aquaman saving fishes and plants and different things, sponsored by National Geographic.
That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
But our final topics here have some TV show tie-ins. Avatar. First off, did we talk about Avatar last week?
No.
Are any of you guys watching Avatar? The Last Airbender Avatar.
I can't get
watched
into it.
when I was younger, and then I gave it a second chance.
Okay. What about you?
I mean, not a second chance. I'm giving it a rewatch. I loved it when I was younger, but I'm giving it a rewatch. I started in fall, and then I just restarted when I was building the Avatar, the other set.
What about you? Actually, watch it?
I can't get into it at all.
Oh, F.
At all. I like the sets,
Avatar?
but
I watched half of the movie, but I don't think the movie had very good reviews.
Yeah, I heard it was really bad because I don't remember who I was talking to. They're like, it's really bad. And I'm like, all right, I just won't watch it. Like, fair enough.
Yeah.
But
it's hilariously bad though. So
I never saw the cartoon though.
Okay. Well,
I remember TiVoing when it first premiered, like the first episode, and then watching it the morning after. And then I remember watching the finale, like, you know, I was huge into it. And then they had Legend of Korra after that.
I watched it occasionally, like as I was younger, right? Like it, you know, I don't remember much of it from when I was younger, but I watched it occasionally. I didn't remember much of the story. So now it's really popular again, apparently, right? And so it's on Netflix, and I have Netflix, and I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna give this a watch because I was looking at the Lego sets a couple weeks ago, and I was like, damn, I kind of want those, but I'm also because they're just old rare Lego sets, and I'm into Lego. So let's see if I can get into the show, and then I actually buy the sets. I've watched like 6 episodes now, really enjoyed it, and already spent 300. This kind of ties into a later topic, but I already bought the boat, so I bought the boat.
Oh,
sealed in box, and it was actually my first Mercari purchase. Have you ever bought anything on Mercari?
I've never heard of that.
Heard of it.
Let's just say we're boat buddies.
You got a boat? Do I have to build mine now? Because I was a little jealous that you beat me to the temple, because I was about to buy the temple.
Bro,
and then...
I had that for like 5 months.
Why are you doing it now? Is there like what's going on? Was it?
It's just
it's
popular.
I don't want to say much more. You ask me after, but like, I don't.
Are you making a Lego Ideas project for Avatar: The Last Airbender?
I can.
Oh no, for sure not that. My friend Oki had Appa as a Lego Ideas project and it was awesome. And it didn't. I think it like expired on votes. I will tell him to resubmit that though, because this is the perfect time for one.
So like,
it would be fantastic.
Dude, that Avatar boat is janky.
That's why I'm excited to build it. It is like the last set of that style for Lego, right? Like it was 2006. It's right before they've made this big shift towards using a lot of smaller pieces, using giant boat holes, or using Technic style builds to make things stronger. This is just like a straight up brick build, like you would build with pieces.
Yeah. They did use so many boat holes before that, but yeah, specifically it looks like a Mega Bloks. Even the box looks like a Mega Bloks.
Right. Yeah, but I just look at it as like one of the last sets of a bygone era. Much like I reviewed, the video won't be out for God knows how long because I'm just stockpiling videos, as I mentioned earlier. But I finished a review of the 2007 ATST today, and that set, very brick built, very plate built. Every ATST since then, and that's 4 ATSTs, have all been like Technic and studs facing out versus like the smooth bricks on the, and it's just like that was the last set of that era, ATST of that era and style of building. They will never go back to that. And so I look at a set like this with that kind of interest of like it being the last of its kind for like a Lego boat or Lego set really like that. It's really odd. I can't wait to build it. But yeah, basically I looked at like a week and a half ago. This is before you uploaded your because it was your review was only a couple days ago of the temple. I was like looking up one of the temple might not have even had a review of it done, and the boat had like one review, I think. It was kind of like that, and one of the videos was like by Brick Queen, and I'm like I can't let it stand. I gotta buy now. Can't let this happen.
On Macari of all places.
Really? Yeah, give it a shot. I have a I'll send you my affiliate, not affiliate thing, but it's like a, I don't know, it's like you give your friend $10 off, you get $10. Well, you know, one of those things. So I'll send you my link if you want to download it. Just why not? But yeah, it's like eBay essentially. It's all buy it now though or offer. I don't think there's any bidding from what I can tell. Good site. It's my second addiction to eBay now. Just refreshing that, so that's great.
I've never heard of it before.
Oh really? Yeah. No, I would check. It's MERCARI, Mercari. Great. Okay. Yeah, pretty legit. I bought it. Showed up in 3 days. It's here, or less than 3. It's here. Like I have it in a box. But yeah, I was like, there's no reviews of this set, and like obviously it's popular now, and if I like it, this is great. Like I'm gonna like the set and enjoy it for that, and then I'll be able to review a cool thing that's popular now and it will do well now. And then I'm also like, there's a movie or new Netflix. Which one is it? New Netflix series coming out in like a year and a half.
Yeah,
and it's one. I feel like it's one of the few things I've actually looked at a purchasing decision and made it especially for Lego. I usually just buy the Lego Star Wars sets because I want to buy them because I like them. But like, and I like this set, I think, now that I've watched the show. But I was looking at it from a business perspective. I'm like, in a year and a half, this review and video, any other video I do with it will get another bump because it'll be popular again with the show. Like, I was like, why not? Like, screw it.
The prices for these are crazy. They sold an Arkham Asylum 2006 or 7 for $90.
There's good deals to be had everywhere. Crazy. You just got to get lucky. Yeah, this Avatar ship I paid $364 sealed.
Oh my gosh. Oh gosh.
It's what?
I paid 40. Not 40, 400.
Okay.
Beat me.
I win. Yeah.
Dang
so,
it.
I mean, you got some crazy stuff. We all get crazy stuff. You never know. But yeah, Avatar is kind of my.
I paid 400 for the Avatar ship when it usually goes for 700.
Well, I'm about to pay out my buttocks for the temple. What did you pay for your temple?
Temple. I got 210.
I am bidding on one right now, and
dude,
I gotta find it.
I will be on this. Oh my gosh, it's gonna make me sound so greedy.
I'm already well over that.
That same one. I've been on that same one up to like, because I saw it and I'm like, this is listed kind of weird. If I put 100, will I be able to get it for 100? Because I was like, I think you outbid me in seconds, Brian.
Which one? What
the temple. I was going to get a second temple because I was like, well, for 100.
You're talking about the right now.
I think we're talking about the same one. Yeah.
Like, there's a listing right now, like, you've been on it like 2 days.
Yep.
So it's in my vlog. I'm like, some mother effer keeps upping my bid. And I'm like, I just got another notification. And I would instantly get on there and instantly outbid it just out of spite.
Okay, well, I went up to like 100.
No, I know, I'm not, it's not, I know it's not,
me.
I don't care. Like, someone else is bidding on it at this point, I think, anyway.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I didn't want to, I just did the initial bid because I didn't
like, it's gonna get up in price anyway, right? You gotta get the, but I'm like, some scumbag. I'm just, you know what? And I would just go in. I was very quick on that. Yeah, no, that was me.
I was very awesome if you guys both made the same video where you're like, some scumbag.
Was like lost connections.
Oh, so good.
I'm serious. Yeah. So I was like, who the hell is this? Who does this guy think he is? Just bid this up. I'm like, yeah, I kept bidding it up. I was like, I'm not losing this. And I say it in my video or my vlog, which I don't know when it'll be out, but I'm like, I'm about to waste so much money because it's no longer about getting a deal on it. It's about pride.
Wow.
The loser of this has no pride.
Never go to Las Vegas, Ryan. Ever.
Apparently not. I just, yeah, I was like, that was funny. That was good. I'm glad you mentioned that, Justin, because I was bidding that up very aggressively. So yeah, it's either that, and hopefully that ends up at a fair price under 300, or I'm gonna be buying it new in box. As the only other available thing on eBay is 450. Buy it now, and if I were to lose that auction or the second that, because I'll see what happens. Some idiots will bid past what the next cheapest item buy it now is. So like, let's say the next cheapest Avatar Temple is 450, which it is. There are people that will just bid the one they're bidding on up to like 500, and it's like, why are you doing that? You can just buy this other one for 450. Like, I see that happen with things, and I'm just like, why? So don't get caught up in the bidding.
I do though, I bid the price on Bricklink without including shipping for like the lowest priced new one from a foreign country. That's for like random listings. I'll bid up to that price usually, because it's like, I'll have to pay extra shipping, so at least I'll know, okay, at the end of the day I got a deal on something at the very least, But I've been trying to get off of eBay recently though, because I've been spending way too much, dude.
Okay. I need to count it up, but I'm pretty sure I might be like, since like the beginning of April, 4,000. It's a lot. It's a true addiction right now. It's really, really bad. Like, really bad.
Well, in the video I just put up, I was like, hey, if you guys want me to buy more eBay, support Patreon. If not, you don't have to do anything.
Click the ad on this video right now. And have it play a mid-roll. I mean, I'm not losing money by any means, but it's just spending that much probably ain't great. But I mean, so the other thing is, like, I'm trying to complete my Lego Star Wars collection, obviously, and I'm just seeing things here and there for fair prices. Like, I'll just get it done. And at some point that stops, right? At some point I have it all, and I don't have to spend that money anymore. So it's like, it was kind of a point brought up to me, and I was like, oh, so in like a year from now, I won't be spending money like this, and it's gonna be nice. So that was kind of an interesting counterpoint brought up to me of like the as I'm trying to chase down all these sets that I've been looking for. It at some point will stop hemorrhaging. So kind of look forward to that day. I've also been watching Star Wars Rebels. I forget. Greg, you haven't watched it. Justin, you might have watched some of it.
I watched some of the last season.
Yeah, okay. So you probably watched from where I am now on probably. And Ash, you watch Rebels at all?
Yeah, I've seen the whole thing, and season 2, the finale is the best 2 episodes.
I just finished season 2 last night.
Yeah.
Holy crap, dude! Greg, if you're gonna watch if you want to watch 2 great episodes of Star Wars Rebels, the last 2 episodes of season 2, I was losing my crap last night. Oh my god!
Really?
I
watched the first half of season 1. I think
right,
real slow.
So
this was from like what
2014.
14. Okay, I remember. Yeah.
You watched it back then?
It didn't. Yeah, like I was DVRing it and I was watching it, but it didn't like hold my attention enough to continue it. Like it kind of just started piling up. Like the episodes were piling up, and eventually I just deleted them.
There's like a good like core 10. That 10 is generous. There's like maybe 5 like core episodes that I would recommend to anyone who just loves or likes Star Wars to watch. And if you know any, like, you just need to know the characters and different things.
He knows. He knows.
I don't think you need to see. Yeah. Just skip season 1. But like, the finale for season 2 is genuinely incredible, and then there's some other stuff in season 3 and 4 that are just perfect. So
it's new Star Wars content to me, which is shocking, right? Like, you would think I would know all this stuff, but I just genuinely was not ready for some of the stuff that happened in those last 2 episodes, and I was loving every second of it. It was like watching the Darth Maul Clone Wars scene where he was just destroying clones, and I just had this big smile on my face the whole time, and that's hard to beat. And you said season 1 is slow. I enjoyed season 1. I got really into it, and so this has been like the last 2 weeks. I know, and I was like,
if you're loving season 1, then like it's only up from there.
Yeah, people are like, "Oh, you like season 1? You're in for a treat." And I'm like, and right now I'm enjoying that treat. This is insane. So, yes.
The other thing I would say for anyone who's like, "Oh, I love The Mandalorian," and you're like, season 2 comes out in September, you need to watch Rebels before that, or you're just gonna be like, or at least watch, like, look up best Rebels episodes, because like some of the characters and things that are coming for that show,
there you go, Greg.
you won't understand anything.
How many seasons are there in Rebels?
4.
4.
All the episodes
That's
are like 20 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
Have you seen all of Clone Wars?
I haven't.
Yeah, that's a bigger commitment.
Yeah.
Like I said, maybe like Ash said, maybe pick out the best episodes and watch them if you don't want to watch them all. Because I could see you maybe getting bored with that first season. Because I did. I mean, you like you said, you DVR'd them when they were first coming out. I got bored of it when it first came out, and I don't know what.
It's great to have on with something on, at least with the first season. But there's some episodes like finale for 2, like you just want to watch the whole thing. Like it's
so good. I don't know why it's so good, but it's so damn good, and I'm really glad I like it, because it was something that I was very harsh on for a long time on YouTube. And I'm sure you can find many clips where I'm just like, Rebels is trash. I effing hate it.
Yeah.
Why is this?
That was
exist?
me too.
And I am.
But that's
so
a strong
glad I-
testimonial there.
You touched Avatar a little bit, but wait, what do you like about Avatar?
I just find it like, I don't know, mindless entertainment probably isn't it, but it's just one of those things where it's just like, I kind of go back to something like I said, I watched a little, I remember very little of it, but it's like I'm enjoying kind of the story of it. The animation is different than a lot of things I watch now. Obviously very outdated, but still good
to hear this.
And I still can't remember all the character names, but the characters are still pretty interesting to me. And the story behind it, and the Avatar.
The design's very anime inspired. So do you think you're going to be watching more anime?
Anime to me is more about the story than the animation style. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why. So does the story of anime?
It doesn't feel like an anime to me at all. Like, I wouldn't call it an anime. I just call it a cartoon.
Yeah,
so I don't. I don't see myself seeking out Japanese anime anytime soon.
I see. I think you should give one a chance, but I'm not an anime guy, so I can't really recommend.
I got way too much other stuff to watch to start watching.
That's true.
Japanese anime that has nothing to do with Lego. So
no, I'm trying to think. Was there ever anime set? Yeah, I guess not. But Exoforce technically.
Exoforce. Yeah, I can see that. A couple more quick topics here at the back end. Greg says box lives don't matter.
Right.
And given recent events, I think that's a tough statement to be making. And I want to get your thoughts on that. Why don't box lives matter?
Well, I've been struggling with this for a while. Ever since my last studio I ran out of space basically, and I moved, and I have right now in my storage room, I have 15 moving boxes full of Lego sets. So essentially when I'm done with a Lego set, done building it or playing with it or whatever, I put all the pieces into a Ziploc bag, and I put that bag inside the box with the instruction manual, creating like a Lego library. So if I ever want to go back and build it, it's almost like getting a brand new Lego set again, other than the fact that that's opened up. So I've been doing this entire time, and it's just kind of taking every bit of space that I have. And I have these giant boxes that are even in my space here that are stacking up on my bar. Ryan saw that.
Yep. That was insane.
It's just way too much. And I'm realizing, like, for the collecting that I do, like, I think for casual people, it's fine if you want to save your boxes, if you get a couple sets per year or whatever. But for what we do here, this just isn't sustainable, because I've only been doing this seriously for like 2.5 years, and to have 15 moving boxes full of boxes, like, that puts me in an average of like maybe 5 boxes a year, 5 moving boxes. So do this for another year, I have 20 boxes. Another year, I have 25 boxes, 30 boxes. When do you stop? Like, am I going to have 50 moving boxes full of boxes? So my plan wasn't just to throw them away. They do matter a little bit. I'm going to flatten them all out. And I've had recommendations from someone, I think it was one of my patrons. He said he flattened his boxes out, and then he wrapped them in like almost like saran wrap to keep them safe, and then put them into storage so that, the cardboard doesn't degrade or whatever. But Ryan's thoughts on that are, if I go that far, I might as well just get rid of them.
Yeah, I mean, once you break them down, you're not touching them again.
But once you get rid of them, there's no coming back from that. I thought about that. Like, I make that decision today, like, okay, these are all gone. And then a year from now, I'm like, shoot, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
So in this case, at least they all get flattened down, and then I have them in a spot. And it's like, if I don't think about these things for like the next 6 months or a year or whatever, then I think I'll be like, okay, let's just get rid of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's where it'll go for you. I really doubt you'll be thinking about them once you break them down, and then you'll eventually decide, hey, I actually don't need these, and I'm an independent man, and I don't need no box. So.
I don't think I'm ever going to be at the point either where like the one reason I do save these boxes, and I save a lot of like technology boxes, because I'm always like, someday when I go to sell that, it's going to make more money if I have the box. And that's usually the justification. But I don't think I'm ever going to sell. And I don't feel like the boxes are bringing value to my life. Like having all those boxes that I moved 6 months ago sitting in a storage room, it's not like an active part of my collection. I don't think about them. I don't look at them. They've just literally been sitting in there for 6 months. And I'm on to the next thing, and I'm building new stuff. And in a couple of days, new sets are going to come out, and I'm getting those sets. And 2 months from now, new sets are coming out. It's never going to end. And I'm never going to go back and be like, remember that Lego City truck that I built in 2012 that I really loved back then? I'm going to go build that again here 20 years later. It's just not going to happen ever.
Fair enough.
So that's where I'm at on it. How do you guys feel about the whole box?
Talking about that, Greg, because I want to get rid of my boxes, but I don't have the guts to. So that motivates me too. But
honestly, I wouldn't even be considering it if I had infinite space. Like if I had a warehouse or something, or like just a massive storage space, I would literally just keep stacking stuff on shelves until I just couldn't anymore. But it just you got to think at some point, like, how sustainable is this?
Well, I will say this, I've been thinking about, I want to start a museum of Lego.
Yeah.
It might be the Lego box museum, honestly. Put the Lego boxes first, and then I'll put the complete sets.
With a special small box display by MandRproductions.
Okay, yeah. It's like we have guest box displays. It's like, okay, here's part of Brickatech's collection too that he didn't get rid of or something. I don't know.
Well, I'll still have the boxes. It's just they won't have that. I really prefer them to have the tape on it. And if I ever want to reconstruct these, I'm just gonna have to put like Scotch tape or something to reconstruct. And it's not gonna look as good.
Pile of flattened boxes circa 2020, unknown artist. It's an abstract piece.
The stomped box or whatever. Yeah. There you go.
But yeah, I like your idea, Greg. If you don't think about them by the end of the year, I think in your video you're like by December 31st or whatever, throw them out to the curb New Year's Day.
Yeah. It's been 6 months now since I moved, and I used to have all my stuff on shelves. Like all of my open sets were sitting on shelves, and it was like cool that they're in the background, the videos and stuff. Right. But it just looked like a cluster, and I want more of a clean space. And it's been 6 months that they've been sitting in my storage room in moving boxes. I haven't thought about them whatsoever because I'm constantly building new stuff. So I think I'm already at that point where I can just let this go.
That's nice. Yeah, I'm glad you're coming to peace with life there.
Sure.
I cannot say
the first step is acceptance.
Yeah.
So.
I accept it. I just refuse to change. So, recent buys. You guys buy anything recently? Last week or so? I know we got the Avatar shipped for me, but do you guys get anything cool?
Same. Yeah. That's about it. Oh, a SpongeBob brick. I got a SpongeBob brick. A Duplo SpongeBob brick.
Oh yeah, one of those. Fair enough.
Yeah. I actually went to Walmart. I bought a few things. I got some non-Lego stuff. I got Clark a Transformer. He's into Transformers like seriously right now. I got a little game called Animal Crossing New Horizons, which is
so you did get it. Sorry, I haven't been keeping up. Okay,
I'm borderline addicted.
He passed on Ryan's Toy World race car adventure.
Yeah, I was between Animal Crossing New Horizons and Ryan's Toy Reviews racing game. I was really between the two, but I went for Animal Crossing. And then I finally got the Hidden Side bus, which I'm sure you guys built like 2 years ago or whatever. But I've been wanting to.
Like dude, give me your friend code. When I have good turnip prices, I could hook you up.
I'm literally like, I just paid off my first debt for my tent. And Tom Nook was like, would you like another house? I'm like, no, I'm just going to live debt free here on the island. But now I have like my inventory and I need to put this stuff somewhere. So I'm going to have to probably go in debt again. So I'm not happy.
Oh, yeah. It gives you more inventory space and more room space, dude.
And all my neighbors now have nice houses. So I feel like I need to keep up with the Joneses a little bit and upgrade my tent. So it's a little stressful living like a pauper here in my town.
I'm telling you got to get a nice amount of money by Sunday. You got to get those turnips. The turnips expire after 1 week. You got to sell them during the week. There's a site called Turnip Exchange where people put up their turnip codes in exchange for some other items, and you could sell it at their place for a high amount of money.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I just have like I've been streaming it, so people have been helping me like with the game and learning it. And I have someone on Instagram that's messaging me telling me like all these secret things to do, like planting a bell tree. Apparently you can do that. All these things that I don't know if they introduced you at some point, but they're giving me like tips.
Yeah,
like, dude. Even simple things like when switching my items, I would be like going into the menu system and putting like drop, hold, whatever. And they're like, you can just hit the directional keys and put those away. I'm like, oh my God, that was my biggest complaint about this game was the
inventory management,
how much it takes to go between things, and now it's like simple. So this game is like super addicting. I'm playing Minecraft Dungeons now as well. I just bought that, and we're excited about the sets that are coming out.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. How are you enjoying that, and how's Clark enjoying it?
We're doing it together. I mean, he's 5 years old. We're cranking through it. We're doing pretty good. It's very much like if you were to take Diablo and make it for maybe like 10-year-olds. So it's pretty easy. It's very forgiving, and it's just a lot of fun just to run through and slash and blow people up and stuff. It's great. If anyone's listening to this, if you have Xbox Game Pass, it's available on there to play for free, or I think you can buy it for $20, which is what I did for PlayStation 4.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a lot more than that, so I was really impressed, and I was like, oh, I'll get the Hero bundle as well, which is you get the next 2 DLC included as well in that price. So I'm like, absolutely, done deal.
I should have
had a lot of fun. So
I didn't realize that was the thing. I was just like, oh, I just want to get the game. Shoot, because we'll probably enjoy playing that. I don't know. I don't think it's a very long game though, because we've played 2 sessions and it seems like we're maybe like halfway through the game at this point.
There's nine levels, I think, right now. So
that it?
And I think the world changes just like Minecraft, where when you go back to the same location, it's not the same map that you played on before or something like that, or it's fresh and updated. So
okay, we've done 2 sessions. We played 3 levels in the first and then 3 levels today, so tomorrow we'll probably beat the game. So you can decide whether $20 or $30 I guess is worth that for people, but I look at it like I would buy a $20 Lego set and build it in like 30 minutes or whatever, and that's done. Or I'd buy a movie and watch it in 2 hours. So I think it's worth it for that kind of value. Are you enjoying it, Ash? Have you played much of it?
I played it last night, and I genuinely enjoyed it. And I like those, like, I've never played like a dungeon sort of game like that. But I really enjoyed, like, I grinded a little bit off stream just to level up so that I can do like the highest difficulty. And it's fun. I really had fun. I played with someone in Britain last night, but it was a little too laggy.
Okay.
But it was still a PS4.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're just doing on like the normal difficulty or whatever it sets it up on. I think it's kind of low, but I wanted that for Clark because he's a little too young to probably be playing it, to be honest. But we're like level 9 or 10, and I'm going into levels. They're like recommended level is 4, so we're just blasting through stuff, and it's just fun. It's a good time.
Yeah. Final topic. Greg's gift. So last week I came to Greg. I'm like, yo, I want to send you a thing, and so I sent him a thing. And today, he got that thing. Greg, what did you get?
Well, first of all, I had no idea it was Ryan was sending me. He's like, what's your address? And he's like, I'm buying something on eBay. I'm going to send you. I'm like, okay, cool. I had no idea what it was. I was just like speculating what it could possibly be. So today it comes in the mail. It's in like a flat envelope. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's like an instruction manual or something like that. And I open it up and I see R2-D2. So I'm like, did he send me the instructions for the UCS R2-D2? And as I unfolded it, it turns out that it's this giant R2-D2 poster. And that happens to be a set that I really want. Like 2 sets that I really want is R2-D2. I want the Darth Maul bust. Yeah. I want that more than any other Lego set right now. And this is like my ability to dream about this set someday because it's like $400 on eBay right now.
And I mean, the real kicker, the real reason I sent it to you is that I thought it was funny is because we were so close to getting you the set. I mean, I found the eBay listing for it. What was your price on this so I can remember to send it to you?
It was so dumb. It was they wanted $300 for R2-D2 and they had $60 shipping. So it was a pretty good buy.
Okay.
Considering it was $400. Ryan instantly found it and he told me about it. And as I'm getting on eBay, someone had like a buy it now for that. So you could get it for $360 or you could place a bid, and some idiot placed a bid on that. And I was like, what are you doing? Because I ended up following it the rest of the week and it sold for like $440.
Yeah.
Somebody is such an idiot that did that, but yeah,
it's like, dang it!
I'm sure the seller.
I have it here. No,
the seller made out like a bandit because they would have that thing would have been gone at $360 if that person, instead of clicking bid, if they would have just bought it, which they should have done. But yeah, there you go.
I just looked it up on eBay real quick. There's one at $360 right now with 25 minutes to go and 18 bids. You could swoop in.
You know that's going to go for 400 plus.
Yeah. I'm actually going to watch.
This was a bad time though because it was like the beginning of May and everyone's like hyped on Star Wars as it is because they're watching Rise of Skywalker and stuff. So maybe if I let the dust settle a little bit,
probably not.
I know a guy that, from what I understand, he's consistently looking up Lego Star Wars on eBay. So maybe if you come across one, you can let me know.
You know, if I do, I've been looking. I have yet to see one. Every time I see one, I'm like, oh no, it's too expensive. So
I've been looking for Darth Maul, and I've had no luck with that either. You really scored on that one.
Yeah, no, especially in the condition I got it in. I'm stoked about that. But yeah, I thought it was funny because we were so close to you getting the set, and then it was like, well, you can dream about it. Here's this poster. You can wake up every day and see your dreams.
I would have never guessed that's what it was at all. Like I was just.
I mean, I'm sure you didn't even know this existed, but yeah.
No.
It was.
I was like,
I thought of it. I was like, oh damn.
You know what I thought it was initially though? Remember when I offered? I think it was in the last episode. I offered to buy your Bugatti from you. I thought you did something like funny with that. I thought maybe you sent me the small Bugatti, the Speed Champions one, as a joke, or you sent me the instructions for the Bugatti or something just to mess with me. That's what I thought it was going to be. I knew it was going to be something funny.
Yeah, no, it was definitely supposed to be a prank thing, a gag gift.
Then after I went to Walmart, I was hoping you were sending me Ryan's racing game, but I'm disappointed in that.
You bring Ryan back up. I found a really cheap listing for all 3 of the Ryan's World building block sets, and I have ordered them, and they are on the way. So,
oh god,
he has building block sets. Oh my god.
I found them yesterday on Mercari of all places by accident, and then I ended up looking it up on eBay. Found it was like $12 for all 3 sets that I could find that existed in one lot. And I'm still. Greg texted me. He's like, "Finally, something worse than Leppin," and I'm gonna steal that as my video title.
There you go.
That's what it is. It's real good stuff. I'm really excited to take a look at what they put together there. And
what brand is it? Or is it?
I'm pretty sure it's like the the stuff you see in Target for like their dollar section. I'm pretty sure it's that.
Just with
I didn't look close
Ryan's
enough.
name on it.
Right, I didn't look close enough. I guess let me look it again real quick.
If you guys don't know who Ryan is, Ryan's Toy Review is like one of the biggest Lego or one of the biggest YouTube channels in terms of probably subscribers and definitely money. I think they made $22 million last year, and that was just off of YouTube. A lot of their income comes from licensing and all. If you go into Walmart or Target, you will know who Ryan is. Just walk around for a couple minutes.
Oh yeah.
He literally has everything.
He has an end cap now.
Where was it at? Bed Bath and Beyond or something like that?
Gosh, what a weird place.
He's at the Target Pizza Hut, bro.
Wow.
Oh, really? Oh shoot.
I'm not gonna hate though. The kids. Well, he's not really doing his thing. His parents are doing their thing, and I hope they take care of that kid, man, because
he could easily be set for life, but he could also end up totally effed.
Or maybe this fame goes to him, and he turns out crazy like a lot of child celebrities do. But
all right.
But I mean,
good.
You have to be thankful that he's probably going to be set, and he's never have to have any money worries ever.
I would hope so. If the parents screw him out of that one, that's
and
you're
supporting his building blocks too, so that's a good thing.
Secondhand from
eBay.
Someone bought it. They already bought it.
Yeah.
I'm not really.
Yeah.
I had never seen them in store, and I didn't know if these are new. There were like 12 listings on eBay, so I don't think they're brand new. So they might be old.
This was such a good podcast, and then we somehow end this on talking about Ryan. Sorry. I don't know if we can go out like that.
I was gonna say this. Have you guys ever used OfferUp for Lego?
No.
Nope.
I freaking missed. It's pretty cool. I mean, you gotta it's basically like Craigslist. You gotta meet up with them. But there was this great listing of
Mercari
the
ships.
It was like a 2015 Lego Ninjago set that goes for like 200, and I saw it there for 60, and I missed it in an hour. That was my one OfferUp experience. But,
dang.
Huh.
Yeah.
So download Mercari. It's good stuff. I'll put my affiliate link thing down below, I guess, for you. I don't know if it. I'll tell you guys, you should use it for this too. If this ends up being the case, I'm gonna find out. I guess it gives you so it says that you if you use my code thing, Justin, or link or whatever, and buy thing, you get a $10 coupon. I get a $10 credit, and if those stack, I could just end up getting a ton of old Lego for free if other people end up buying stuff on there because they find stuff that they want.
Mm-hmm.
So if they stack, I'm gonna be pimping the crap out of this because it's a win-win.
I'm looking at it though, yeah, because is there a way? I'm such a noob. Oh, there's a way to sort by new. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I had to figure that one out too. So, all right, Ash, where can people find you?
YouTube, 2 channels, one for streaming, and
you stream every day, right?
Pretty much. It's been like that for almost 2 weeks now, I think.
Grind.
But yeah, it's been fun. And,
streaming channel.
Mm-hmm.
Not on Twitch.
Yeah,
though.
and hopefully Fortnite's actually does something with their game this week. So that would be nice.
That would be. All right. Yeah, you can check him out. We'll link him down below. And yeah, any final words? Box Lives Matter?
They don't. No.
We'll see y'all next week.